I am absolutely not going to tell you which website you should pay to watch videos on that you could probably see for free on YouTube, nor am I going to tell you which VPN you should pay to use, because none of those corporations would ever dare dream of sponsoring me, and if they did offer to sponsor me in exchange for promoting them and getting an itty-bitty little tiny commission for every time I did so, I would say, oh no, hell no. I do not want you to sponsor some corporation. I want you to sponsor me. Look at this behind me, my kitchen. Did you see my last YouTube video where I cooked my signature dish in it? What kind of bravado do you think one would have to call this shit show behind me their kitchen? Do you think my kitchen is like this because I want it to be? Oh no, hell no. I don't want it to be like this. But to make it like fully remodeled, me and my children have to move out of my house for a few days. That means one of two things have to happen. Either we have to stay in a hotel without a kitchen and eat all our food at restaurants or order our food from restaurants, or we have to stay in an Airbnb and order or shop for groceries that I will cook into meals in the Airbnb, which would be preferable in my opinion, because restaurants in Humboldt County, California, where I live, have a horrid, sordid history of accidentally, unpurposely feeding me food I'm allergic to, or fucking up my order. Even if I spell it out in writing. You want to see my DoorDash receipts where there's a paragraph long description of what they're supposed to do with my food that they didn't do? Even though they sent me the fucked food with the receipt with what they were supposed to do printed on it, stapled to it? Okay, I'm not going to show you that right now, but I could. And I would. And before I have to respond to a gazillion nasty and confused comments, please do not tell me that me, myself and I, or my boyfriend, or our landlord, or our homeowner insurance company, or the contractors who were supposed to fix this should just come in and fix this. Don't tell me to argue with anybody, tell anybody anything, or sue anybody, because years, more than 2 now, of people screaming and swearing at each other repeatedly over the phone and telling each other off through text messages and threatening to sue each other has resulted in 2 things not happening. My house not getting fixed, and nobody ever filing any actual real legitimate lawsuit, because no lawyer wants to get involved in this mess. Believe me, I know, I've talked to 20, maybe 30. Why do I need somebody to pay for me to stay somewhere? My boyfriend has repeatedly been ordered by numerous involved parties to bust his ass and fix it himself. He's willing to do so, but not when we're living in here and finishing the drywall, then sanding it would cover my family and our indoor cooking area with drywall dust, forcing us to do what? Sleep in a tent outside and cook in our outdoor cooking area, which is really, really nice and picture perfect and worthy of being in a video, which is why I've put it in numerous videos. And I really appreciate that my boyfriend built that, but he built it because people were just going into World War III, World War 33, and World War 303 through phone and text, trying to decide who is responsible for actually fixing this. I have a brand new sink that was $300 or $400 sitting in room C or D. I have enough tile to tile this entire floor, tile the walls up to the ceiling, and make a beautiful tiled countertop. I have paint, I have drywall mud, I have tools, I have everything. I have a tile saw worth hundreds of dollars. I have no ability to get a human being to actually come in here and do this, especially not when it involves me having to go elsewhere for a few days, which I cannot afford. Will somebody please help me out and pay for me to stay somewhere with Evelyn and Eugene for a few days while my boyfriend and our willing friends bust their ass as he was ordered to actually make this into like a normal kitchen? Like right here. The thing I just whacked that made that banging noise is a brand new oven. Brand new, never been used, that I bought brand new 3 years ago. It's just been sitting pretty, or maybe sitting ugly, because it has repeatedly been covered with junk and dust that I have cleaned off of it for years, waiting for it to be hooked up. At one point, they shut off our natural gas. We converted my house to propane, and my boyfriend spent hours, like 6 or 9 hours, converting this from natural gas to propane, but nobody ever hooked up the propane to our main line. I want a human being to help me, another human being, not the corporation who's sponsoring my channel by paying for their VPN or their videos and giving me a percentage, a tiny bit of their earnings. I want you to help me. That's why I'm asking you for help. Because my channel is demonetized, I will not accept any request for any kind of corporate sponsorship. Because when you pay for that website to support your favorite YouTuber, you're supporting a corporation, and your favorite YouTuber is getting like almost damn near nothing. And I'm not going to do that. If you sponsor me staying in an Airbnb or a hotel for a few days with my children while my boyfriend and my friends turn this shit show behind me into a relatively normal looking kitchen with whatever supplies we have on hand, I will make a review of the hotel or Airbnb that you pay for me to stay in, make food videos, and you know what? I might even sing a few fish songs. And on that note, I am going to go off on a tangent that has absolutely nothing to do with what I'm talking about right now. When I got my first guitar, I got it because I wanted to learn to play the guitar. And in fact, I had just enrolled in a guitar class. So I called my friend, who was the only person that I currently knew who had a guitar and could play the guitar, and I said, "Can you please teach me to play just like one song on the guitar before my first guitar class?" So I went to his house with my guitar, and I sat there in front of him, and he sat there in front of me, and he said, "Okay, I like fish, you like fish, I'm going to teach you how to play a fish song on the guitar." And I said, "Oh cool, I would love to learn how to play a fish song on the guitar." So he picked up his guitar, I picked up mine, and he said, "I'm going to play the first verse of this song. Listen carefully and sing and play what I say after I sing and play it." He then busted out the first verse of Gula Papyrus. I then said, I am so sorry. I can't play that. That was a little bit like too fast and too much for me to like remember and like reproduce, especially since I like have never like strummed a chord on a guitar in my entire life." So he proceeded to pick up his guitar and slowly, painstakingly strum out Gula Papyrus at like about like 1/8 as slow as Fish normally plays it. And to this day, I cannot play like one single note from Gula Papyrus on the guitar, but I can like clearly, like as though it was like yesterday, remember my friend strumming the guitar slowly and singing, "Aboard a craft bereft of ore," and like looking me in the eye, like that was gonna make me like really, really remember those chords and lyrics. So that is the story of my first official guitar lesson. Official guitar lesson, people. I would like to end this video by saying that I'm responsible for the YouTube Rewind this year. And because I am responsible for the YouTube Rewind this year, I can say whatever I want and do whatever I want. But I may have to post my YouTube Rewind video on BitChute because YouTube has partially suspended me for 90 days. And I am afraid that if I copy even like a 1 second out of one person's video or news article for my YouTube Rewind video, then I might be permanently suspended or banned, blocked, deleted, and canceled, people. So with that said, I am now going to end this video by asking you to please pay for my hotel or my Airbnb and my food for a few days while other people fix this up for me. And I'm also going to show you my new guitar. I actually played music on this guitar in my official music video for Haley's Comet. Yes, I am serious, people. Check out my brand new, amazing, epic guitar that I already played once in one of my official music videos. This is it right here. Yes, I did strum this while going ba choo ba 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 choo. I was trying to not get in trouble for reproducing somebody else's copyrighted tune. This is a great instrument. Not only can I play Haley's Comet on it, I can also play Split Open and Melt. This instrument also needs new strings. I need somebody to donate them to me for free.